and Happy New Year. It's probably 2026 by the time that I've finished editing this. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while. Today's video is more of a project than a single garment, which is quite exciting. I've just been to my favourite fabric shop and I've returned with some fabric, unsurprisingly. However, I've also returned with ideas. So my plan for the new year, everything I make I try to be quite sustainable, so I would like everything I make to be able to be worn with other things. They are quite woodlandy and whimsical, which I find very pleasing. It's going to be a kind of ensemble, so I'm going to be making one top, one crocheted sort of vest, like a what is the word for that? Yeah, like a vest basically. One crocheted vest and one pair of wide leg trousers, which will be corduroy because I like corduroy and I feel like it's quite wintry. Yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you are too. Get in your sewing zone and let's go. Hello again. I've just been to the fabric shop. I got the last Christmas bag, which was very lovely. I got some things which are not for this project, but which will be for future projects. I also got some yarn. So the yarn that I was planning to get had sold out, but fear not, I found this incredibly delightful multicoloured yarn instead. It's from a brand called Arroyo, which means little stream in Spanish, and I think this is a moment of the universe being nice. So this yarn is hand dyed and it's 100% merino wool, so it'll be super soft and comfortable. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to crocheting with it, so that's my yarn. I have just finished making the back of the vest. I'm now going to make the front. I'm going to try and have like a V neckline, and then I will do probably like another layer of ribbing around the neckline and around the hem. So that is the plan. So this is the current progress with the vest. Obviously it's not done yet, but you can see I've got an armhole there. I'm still working on the front, but the back is nice and finished. So once I've got that finished, I'll join it up at the other side, and then I'll probably do an extra couple of rows like along the neckline and then another around the hem. So I went ahead and cut out 2 sets of pockets. As you can see, this is the right side, so the inside of the pocket will look nice. I used a welt pocket construction to have a pocket that's like set into the back of the trousers, as opposed to having like a patch pocket that you sew on afterwards. So the next step was to add the waistband. My personal preference is to have quite a high waistband, so I cut out 3 strips of fabric to join together so that it would be long enough to go all the way around. Then I sewed them right sides together to the top of the trousers. Then I folded it in half, and I stitched this by hand because I prefer to have like an invisible finish. So I used fire stitch to then sew the other raw edge down to the back of the top of the trousers, if that makes sense. Because at this point I realised I was going to need a zip, so I went ahead and pinned one in, which I will now sew. When I was at the fabric shop, I found this wonderful ribbon, and I thought I would do a stripe down the outside of the leg